Well, howdy, y'all. This here's your host, Possum Paw McGraw Jr., coming at you live from the most haunted single-wide in the Tri-County area. You're listening to the Deep South Podcast, the only show brave enough to prank call the dead and dumb enough to think it's a good idea. Now, folks, I done built me a new communication device. Forget cell phones, forget walkie-talkies, forget hollering into the woods. I got myself a genuine handmade Ouija board, crafted from a Little Caesars pizza box, and I'm using a crushed Miller Lite can with a hole poked through it as a ghost pointer. That's right, it's time for Ouija dialing. So y'all, I lit some candles, turned off all the lights, and sat cross-legged on the floor in my boxers that have a little tuxedo on them. I gently placed the can onto the pizza box and said, "Spirits of the beyond." Y'all there? The beer can twitched. I had a connection. First question I asked, "Is your coffin running?" And right there, letter by letter, the can started sliding. It spells out Gotohell. Go to hell. Now, that's just rude. So I tried again. "You got ghost insurance?" It's spelled out STOPIT. Stop it. Well, then I asked it who I was talking to, and I'll be damned if it don't spell BENDOVER. Bend over. Wait a sec. Oh, come on now. Y'all dead folks got dirty minds. I got a ghost prank. That's when I moved the planchette to end. You gotta have some boundaries. Later that night, I decided to confront something I've been running from for years. The spirit of Chuck Mulligan, manager of the Pine Snag Blockbuster. I never returned Beethoven's second back in '03. I thought it was time to make amends. I gently placed the beer can down, called out to the void, and asked, "Chuck, you there?" It spelled out, "You never rewound. Better return. Chuck Mulligan remembers." Dang, he really held on to that one, huh? And then he spelled out $438 in late fees. $438 for Beethoven's second? Ain't nobody even watched the first one. Then it spelled, "You are banned." That's it. Planchette to end. Chuck's blockbuster grudge can stay in the afterlife. But I wasn't done. I went back for one more try. Figured I'd get through to somebody important, so I fired it up again. It spelled out, "Your soul is important to us. Please stay on the line." It did this 11 times, y'all. I just kept sitting there, sipping moonshine and waiting like a jackass. Then finally, it spells out, "You have been selected for possession." Oh, really? Well, hey, baby, are you a rotary phone? 'Cause I've been dialing you all night. Then I scooted that can to end so fast it squealed. Classic. All right, y'all, it's time for the segment that's so scared even the dead write in. Redneck Mail Time.
Redneck Mail Time. It's time for Redneck Mail Time. Yee-haw, Redneck Mail Time.
Now, I ain't saying I trained possums to use a Ouija board, but I did. And it took 6 weeks and a half a can of Skull. They spelled out these 5 letters from beyond. Letter number 1 comes from Spook E. Henderson. And they ask, "Can you microwave a haunted doll?" Well, only if you like cursed leftovers. They come out screaming and smelling like old popcorn and regret. Letter number 2 comes from Ghostface Billiams. It says, "Did Bigfoot fake his death for tax reasons? YEP. He's currently living under an alias in Kentucky as Harry Styles. Works part-time at a fireworks stand." Now, Apparition Lincoln in letter number 3 asks, "Can you cheat death by arm wrestling him?" Well, yeah, but only if you let him win best 2 out of 3 and agree to shotgun a Capri Sun after. Death's a sore loser. Piddlin' Pete the Poltergeist sent in letter number 4 via Possum Ouija board, and it says, "Do ghosts still have to pee?" Only when they're haunting a truck stop. That's why you always hear whispering in the stalls. It ain't spooky, it's just polite spectral bladder etiquette. Letter number 5 comes from, and we checked twice, Whitney, Houston. It says, is there karaoke in the afterlife? Yeah, but it's all Nickelback, all the time. No skip button. You've been warned. Well, that's all for this week, y'all. If you're thinking of prank calling the dead, just remember, always respect the spirits. Never cross the streams, and for the love of gravy, end it before things get weird. Till next time, keep your moonshine blessed, your possums literate, and your pizza boxes sacred. This is Possum Paw McGraw Jr. signing off with one last classic.